Alright, how do we know what we know? By we, I'm referring to the Beals, myself, and all the other individuals that are part of the ground crew. How do we know what we know? If you've been watching the Beals channel, you will most likely have noticed that the information which they provide cannot be found anywhere else. So the question naturally arises, how do they know this stuff? Where does the information come from? Well, the answer to that would be it comes from within. Now, I know you've heard that before, and it's such a contrived saying because it's said so many times that it's lost its meaning, but I'll explain what I mean by that. When we say that the information comes from within, we're talking about it comes from your psyche. Now, if you pay heed to their teachings and apply the practices, you will notice this yourself. Now, how does this work? By clearing your beliefs and your ego habits and all the other things that the Beals teach about, you will clear the cognitive trash, so to speak, which will allow the psyche to move into your mind, or rather allow you to notice the subtleties of the psyche without being overshadowed by the regular usual cognitive garbage which goes through everyone's mind on a daily basis. Once you clear that stuff, you then have the capabilities of recognizing and interpreting the subtleties of the psyche. Once you've done this to some extent, you can then begin querying your psyche and asking questions about certain things. And this is how the majority of the information that we know is discovered. So your psyche is most likely billions of years old and had billions of years of experience, which is the important part. And by querying your psyche about certain topics, it can provide you with information which it has most likely experienced in one of its numerous experiences. Now, of course, all this information is useless without being applied in action. What use would it be to have all the knowledge of the universe but not being able to do anything with it, not being able to interpret it, or knowing it and not putting it into any context, not applying it? You might as well not know it at all if you do not use the information. And that's the important aspect. Once you know this stuff, once you know the techniques to get it, you have to do something with it. You can't sit around idle, because what's the point? You might as well just go back to living a first cog life and doing all the mundane shit which you normally do. Knowledge is only useful if you apply it in action, and that's the important aspect, which I hope you take away from this video. So to answer the question how we know this stuff, it's basically the grueling process which the Beals talk about so often on their channel: clearing beliefs, clearing out your habits, and silencing the mind to enable you to recognise the subtleties of the psyche and allow you to communicate to it, and recognise by feel what its answers are. And by feel, I don't mean emotional feel, I mean like gut feel or gut instinct, like intuition. So I hope you got something out of this video. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll be releasing more videos in the future on various topics related to this sort of thing, so hope you enjoyed it.